Hey sis, what are you up to right now? Just relaxing at home, taking it easy for once. Why, what's up? It's not like you to just call out of the blue. You know how we're hiring new people at the company, right? Well, there's someone new that… I don't know. She seems a little suspicious. Suspicious? Ryan, you live across town. Where would I even know anyone around there? Much less someone who works at your company. I know, but something about the situation doesn't feel right. So I wanted to check with you, just to be sure. Have you ever heard of someone named Serafina? Serafina? That's a new one. I've never heard of anyone with a name like that. And it's not exactly a name you'd forget easily, right? Why are you asking about her? Well, she just started working for us recently. And she's been… she keeps calling me boss in this overly sweet, clingy way, like, "Oh, Mr. Harper, what do you think?" And, "Mr. Harper, can I get your opinion on this?" It's like she's attached to me. And to be honest, it's starting to stress me out. So let me get this straight. You're basically calling to brag that the new girl at work is hitting on you? What, should I be congratulating you or something? No, it's not like that at all. I mean, at first, I didn't think much of it. But then… the way she talks, her mannerisms, everything started reminding me of someone. Sophia. You remember her, right? Wait, what? Why the hell would you bring up that name? Are you trying to ruin my day or something? Look, as far as I know, there's no one named Serafina I've ever heard of. And if I did know her, trust me, I wouldn't forget that name. God, I was in a good mood until you brought her up. I swear that's not what I meant to do. Well, she acts so much like the woman who wrecked your marriage. I thought maybe there was some kind of connection. Like they could be sisters or something, I don't know. That's why I wanted to ask you. Do you even hear yourself right now? Why are you dragging up the past? I had enough trouble getting over all of that, and now you're bringing it up out of nowhere. Sophia, of all people? Seriously? I didn't mean to upset you. I know how much you went through because of her. I mean, after what that woman did, you were left picking up the pieces. I remember everything. How hard you worked, raising me and Ashton all by yourself, keeping the family together after Dad left us. Oh, please, don't start bringing up ancient history. Do you think I would ever want to make you and Ashton grow up like that? Do you think I had a choice, Ryan? You both were just kids back then. And let's not forget, it wasn't just that woman. That cheating ex-husband of mine didn't exactly resist, did he? Ugh, the more I think about it, the angrier I get. I'm sorry, sis. I really am. Look, how about I make it up to you? I'll take you out to lunch. My treat. Okay, fine. You better make it worth my while, though. You know I love steak, so don't even think about cheaping out. Take me somewhere nice. You got it. I know just the place with the best steak in the city. Trust me, I know exactly what you like. No question. Good. Just make sure you've got the right spot picked out. And for the record, this Serafina? I've never heard of her. So let's just drop it, okay? If she's anyone, she's probably no one special. At least not to me. Got it. No more bringing her up. I'm just glad to hear she's not connected to anyone we know. Honestly, the last thing I need is more drama in my life. Yeah, well, it's not like everything's exactly perfect now either, but I'll live. What the hell is wrong with you, Mark? Have you completely lost your mind? Do you even know who's been funding your entire operation? Who's been making sure your company doesn't go under? It's my money, Mark. I've invested everything I had into your business, and this is how you repay me? By sneaking around and cheating. With her? Are you out of your mind? Do you really think I'm just going to sit back and let this slide?
Emily, please.
I know I screwed up, okay? I'm not trying to make excuses here. I'm admitting it. I made a huge, horrible mistake. But you've got to understand, I never meant for it to go this far. I know it's my fault, but I swear, if you just give me one more chance, I'll end things with Sophia. I'll cut her out of my life completely. Just, please, let's not throw everything away over this one mistake. I'll fix it, I promise.
One mistake? One mistake? Do you seriously believe you're going to stand there and talk to me about one mistake? This isn't a mistake, Mark. This was a choice. You made a choice to betray me. You had the audacity to enjoy another woman's company while you've been living off my hard-earned money. And now you think an apology and a few promises are going to fix everything? You think I'm just going to forgive you like nothing ever happened? Do you even hear yourself? You better shut your mouth before I lose it completely. Because if you think this is going to end with a simple sorry, you're dumber than I thought.
Emily, it wasn't like that, I swear. You don't get it. Sophia was the one who came on to me. She's young, she's attractive, and she practically threw herself at me. How was I supposed to resist? Any guy in my position would have done the same. And you, Emily, you haven't exactly been the most attentive wife lately, have you? All you do is throw money at everything and act like you're above it all. You stopped caring about me. About us. Sophia, at least she made me feel important, appreciated. I'm not saying what I did was right, but it wasn't all my fault either. You've changed.
Oh my God. Are you seriously trying to blame me for your infidelity right now? Are you really that pathetic? You think I've changed? Maybe I wouldn't have had to throw money at everything if you weren't constantly making bad decisions and running your business into the ground. I was doing what I had to do to keep us afloat. And you are out there enjoying your little fling. And now you've got the nerve to stand here and tell me I'm the problem? Wow. You really are something else, Mark. Well, guess what? I'm done. We're done. I want a divorce. And while we're at it, I'm pulling every penny I've ever invested in your company. So you better start planning for that.
Wait, you can't be serious. You're going to pull your investment? Do you have any idea what that's going to do? If you take your money out, my company will go under. Everything I've built, everything I've worked for, it'll all collapse. You can't do this, Emily. You can't just ruin my life over this one mistake. Please, we can fix this. Don't do something you'll regret.
Oh, I don't think I'll regret it, Mark. If you were so afraid of losing everything, you should have thought of that before you decided to sleep around behind my back. You brought this on yourself. Don't sit here and act like I'm the villain for holding you accountable. And speaking of accountability, don't think for a second that Sophia's getting off scot-free either. I'm taking her to court, and I'm going to make sure she pays for what she's done. So you can kiss your clean break goodbye, because it's about to get a whole lot messier.
Emily, please. I'm begging you. I'll do whatever it takes. Just don't do this. I'll get rid of Sophia, I swear. She's already out of my life. I'll never look at another woman again. I promise. Please, just give me one more chance. Don't let this be the end. I'll make things right. I'll fix it, I swear.
No, Mark. It's too late for that. There's no fixing this. You've already shown me exactly who you are, and I have no interest in giving you another chance. I'm not going to stick around just to be betrayed again. You need to pack your things and get out of my life. And while you're at it, disappear from my sight. I've had enough.
I think it's about time I paid my sister a visit. Olivia, can you do me a favor? I need you to clear my schedule for this Thursday. Something's come up, and I'll have to take the day off.
Of course, Mr. Harper. I can handle that. But what should I do about your lunch meeting with the CEO of Kingsley Corporation? It's scheduled for this Thursday.
That's a tough one. Let's see if we can move it to this Friday. Something feels off about this week, and I just don't feel right putting it off any longer. Make the call, okay?
Will do, sir. You've always had a sharp instinct for these things, haven't you? It's part of why the company's avoided so many potential pitfalls. Your gut rarely steers you wrong.
Yeah, well, something about this new hire, Serafina, just isn't sitting right with me. My gut's telling me something's off, and I don't ignore those feelings. By the way, Olivia, what's your take on Serafina? I don't know. No matter how many times I see her, I can't shake the feeling something's not right.
Honestly, she seems to be doing well. At least in terms of her work. I overheard Mr. Bennett mentioning how fast she is with assignments. He even complimented her work ethic. So, on that front, no complaints.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Her name, her face, they remind me of someone from the past. But it can't be. Anyway, keep an eye on her, just in case. You never know. I don't want any surprises down the road.
Of course, Mr. Harper. I'll make sure to check in on things periodically. Oh, and just a heads up, it's almost time for the meeting. You know how the team gets when you're not there on time. They're probably already waiting.
Damn, is it that late already? Time flies. All right, let's get to it. I don't want to keep them waiting any longer. I think I left my phone on my desk. I better go grab it before the meeting starts.
No need, sir. I'll get it for you. You go ahead to the conference room. I'll meet you there with your phone.
Thanks, Olivia. See you in a bit.
Oh, hello, Mr. Harper. Fancy running into you here.
Serafina, right? What are you doing here at this hour? Shouldn't you be back at your desk?
Oh, well, Mr. Bennett asked me to run an errand for him. I was just dropping something off and heading back.
Well, don't waste any more time. Make sure you get back to your duties.
Actually, Mr. Harper, if you don't mind me asking, you seem about my age. How old are you, exactly?
I don't see how that's relevant, Serafina. My age has nothing to do with your work.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overstep. It's just, you remind me so much of my brother. We're twins, you see, though it's been years since I've seen him. Seeing you brought up all those memories. He and I were fraternal twins, and you really have the same look he did. I guess I got a little nostalgic.
Look, I'm going to let this slide for now, but don't make a habit of it. You haven't been with us that long, and trust me, this isn't the best way to make an impression. I wouldn't want you getting on anyone's bad side.
I understand. I didn't mean to overstep. I'll be more careful from now on.
Good. Now I suggest you get back to your work. Hanging around here doesn't look good, especially for someone still new to the company.
Yes, sir. I'll head back right now.
Mr. Harper, you don't look so good. Is everything all right? Was it that meeting you just had that's stressing you out?
It's not just the meeting. Lately, it feels like some people here are starting to rest on their laurels. The ones who were with me from the start, the people I trusted, seem to have forgotten the grind it took to get here. I don't get it, Olivia. We've worked hard, but we still have a long way to go. The company's growing, sure, but in the grand scheme of things, we're still small. New startups are popping up everywhere, and they're hungry. They're doing whatever it takes to get ahead, and we should be doing the same. Instead, some of the team is coasting along like we've already won the race.
That does sound frustrating. I can't imagine how much it weighs on you, trying to keep everyone motivated. But Mr. Harper, maybe you just need a break. You've been going non-stop. I mean, you cleared your schedule for the afternoon, so why not use the time to recharge? How about a run at the gym? It might help you clear your mind.
You're right. I haven't been to the gym in a while. With everything going on, I've been neglecting my workouts. I guess it's about time I get back to it. All right, I'll go for a run. Keep an eye on things while I'm gone. And if anything urgent comes up, don't hesitate to call me.
Of course, Mr. Harper. Enjoy your time off, and I'll make sure everything's handled on this end.
Excuse me, Miss Reed. Do you have a moment?
Serafina, you shouldn't be up here. This floor is off limits to your department unless there's something urgent. What's going on?
I wanted to apologize for earlier. I didn't mean to offend Mr. Harper, and I know I crossed a line. So I brought some snacks as a peace offering. I thought it might smooth things over.
I appreciate the gesture, but Mr. Harper isn't one for snacks during work hours. He takes things pretty seriously around here.
Oh. Well, if he's not interested, maybe you could take them? I noticed how hard you work, and I thought you might like a little treat.
That's not really necessary. You brought them for Mr. Harper, right? I'm not going to take something meant for him. And besides, I'm not really one for snacks while working.
I understand. I just don't want to leave things awkward between me and Mr. Harper. I know I overstepped, and I don't want to make a bad impression. I'm new here, and I realize how important it is to stay on the right side of things.
Look, you've already had your warning. Mr. Harper doesn't like it when people push boundaries, and he won't tolerate anything that disrupts the workflow. You've only been here a short while, so I suggest you stick to your tasks and stay in your department. If this happens again, I'll have no choice but to report it.
I understand. I'm sorry again. I won't let it happen anymore.
Olivia, are you still here? I thought you'd be heading out by now. Isn't today your dad's birthday?
Yes, Mr. Harper. I'm just wrapping up a few last-minute tasks before I go.
Here, take this. It's a little bonus for you. Use it to take your dad somewhere nice tonight. He deserves it, and so do you.
Oh, thank you, but I really can't accept this. It's too generous.
Of course you can. You've been with me since the beginning, Olivia. We built this company together, and you've worked harder than anyone. I value you, and this is just my way of showing that. You deserve it.
Thank you, Mr. Harper. I really appreciate it. I'll make sure to keep giving my best to the company.
You've earned it, Olivia. And listen, once we wrap up this big project we're working on, take some time off. Go on a vacation or something. You've been working nonstop, and you need a break. Don't worry about the office while you're gone. I'll take care of things.
That sounds amazing. I'll definitely think about it. Thank you again, Mr. Harper. I'll see you tomorrow.
Take care, Olivia. I'll be here for a while longer, finishing up my workout. You know how it is. Gotta stay in shape.
Oh, Mr. Harper! I didn't expect to see you here.
Serafina, what do you want now?
I always make time for the gym after work. Gotta stay fit, right? I noticed you were here, so I thought I'd come over and say hi. I also wanted to apologize for earlier, about what happened at the office.
I'm not someone who holds grudges, but I'd prefer it if you didn't interrupt my workouts. If you don't mind, I'd like to focus.
Why are you always so distant with me? I don't understand what I've done to deserve this cold treatment. It feels like you've disliked me from the moment I started working here.
You're interrupting, Serafina. If you're here to work out, then get to it. I don't have time for small talk.
You know, people talk about you behind your back. You think treating people this way is going to win you any friends? I wouldn't be surprised if people start turning against you.
If you're that unhappy, you're welcome to leave. I don't need people who can't handle professionalism. And for the record, I don't like people who blur the lines between personal and business matters.
I can't believe you're treating me this way. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ah, I've had enough of this. I'm done for the day.
Ryan? What are you doing here at this hour? Shouldn't you be on your lunch break?
Yeah, technically it's lunchtime, but I wanted to check in on you instead. How have you been holding up lately? I've been worried about you. Are you feeling any better?
Do you think it's that easy to heal from something like that? I mean, sure, I got a nice settlement out of him, but that money doesn't really make up for the damage. If anything, it just made me feel like everything I went through was worth only a few bucks. But I guess there's some justice knowing he's alone now. He got dumped by that woman he cheated with, and I can't lie, it does feel good knowing he's suffering for it.
But there's something else I need to tell you. You remember that woman I mentioned before, Serafina? The one who started working at my company. I've been thinking about it, and I really believe she's Sophia. I mean, she's the same age, and the way she talks, the way she acts. It's just too familiar.
Are we really still on this? Come on, Ryan. You think she'd go to all the trouble of changing her name and her face just to hide out and keep living her life? Why would anyone go to such extreme lengths?
Well, Sophia had a family, right? And her face was plastered all over during the divorce. Maybe that's exactly why she'd do it. To escape the fallout. I'm telling you, Emily, something about this feels off. Every time I'm around her, I get this weird feeling like she's watching me. Like she's following my every move.
You ever stop to think that maybe it's because you're the boss? I mean, come on, Ryan. You're not running some huge corporation, but you've got a decent future ahead of you. The women at your company probably look up to you, see you as someone important. Maybe Serafina's just hoping to land herself a Cinderella story.
Maybe. But I can't shake how uncomfortable it feels. And Emily, I'm telling you, my gut is never wrong about these things. If she really is Sophia, what do you want to do about it?
If it's her, I'm not going to let her get away with it. It's pretty clear she's trying to make a move, and if she is Sophia, then it's time to settle the score. I'll look into it, but for now, let's forget about her. We haven't hung out in a while. Let's just enjoy lunch.
You're right. Lunch is on me today, so order whatever you're craving. Wait, what? Did I hear you right? Serafina is actually Sophia?
Yeah, that's what I found out.
But how did you confirm it? How can you be so sure?
It's Mark. He's in the middle of a lawsuit right now. Apparently, Sophia stole a bunch of money from his company. He's suing her for it. Even though she changed her name, the legal documents still list her real name. There's no hiding that in court.
So you contacted Mark to get that information? You should have let me handle that. Why go through him?
Relax, Ryan. What's the big deal? I got the information we needed, didn't I? Besides, you were right all along. It's her. Now the question is, what do we do about it?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't really thought it through. What do you think?
She's changed her entire identity, her face, her name, just to keep conning people. That's not just immoral, it's predatory. And we both know what predators deserve, don't we?
You're not seriously thinking about doing something violent, are you? You know that's not an option. As much as we'd both love to see her suffer for what she's done, we can't go down that road. Violence isn't the answer, and it'll only end up making things worse for you.
Do you really think I go that far? No, I'm not going to hit her. But she's not going to get away with this. Not again. She's going to pay for everything. I'll make sure she's ruined. Her career, her reputation, everything. She loves the spotlight, the attention, doesn't she? Well, let's see how she likes it when everyone knows the truth about her.
But how do you plan on doing that? If you go after her publicly, she could flip the script and make you the bad guy. You know how manipulative she is.
I'll figure it out. I'm not rushing into this without thinking. But I can't just let her keep getting away with this. If we don't stop her now, who knows how many more people she'll destroy? She thrives on money and attention. If we can take those away from her, she'll have nothing left.
Actually, I've got an idea. What if I pretend to fall for her? I could play along, make her think I'm serious. Maybe even get her to believe I want to marry her. Then, at the very last minute, I pull the rug out from under her and call off the whole thing. It'd crush her.
Ryan, are you out of your mind? You're talking about staging a fake relationship with her? What happens when people find out? What about your reputation? They'll think you actually wanted to be with her. Are you really willing to put yourself through that just to bring her down?
Emily, you have no idea how hard it was for me, watching you go through all of this with Mark. I couldn't do anything to help, and that's eaten at me ever since. I'm not going to sit back and watch her hurt you or anyone else again. And if I don't do something, she'll keep ruining lives. We're both in this industry for the long haul, right? If she keeps hanging around, it's going to make things harder for both of us. Besides, you know as well as I do that she's headed for self-destruction. She latched onto Mark because she thought he was rich, and the moment she found out he wasn't, she ditched him. Her vanity will be her downfall.
But Ryan… No. This is too dangerous. What if she does something reckless? You'll be the one who pays the price, not her. I can't ask you to do this. I won't let you.
You don't have to ask. I'm offering. And honestly, the thought of getting back at her is all the motivation I need. Look, Emily, if you don't agree, I might just go ahead and do it on my own. Either way, she's going down.
Oh, Ryan. You're too stubborn for your own good sometimes. All right, fine. If you're really dead set on this, I won't stop you. But be careful, okay? I don't want to see you get hurt because of her.
I'll be fine. Trust me, she won't know what hit her.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Harper. Are you just arriving at work?
And why exactly is that your concern, Serafina?
Wow, that's harsh. We work together after all. Why do you treat me like this? Is it really that bad to show a little friendliness? What have I done to make you hate me this much?
I've warned you multiple times already. You don't seem to listen. This is a professional environment, and I've noticed you've been leaving your post during work hours more than once. How many times do you think you can get away with that before it becomes a problem?
This isn't a prison, Mr. Harper. You treat everyone else around here with kindness, but when it comes to me, it's like you've got a personal grudge. What is it? Why am I the one you dislike so much? It's unfair and it's cruel.
Oh my. Ryan, did you really just make this lovely young woman cry? Why are you so mean to someone like her?
Emily, what are you doing here? You said you had a busy day ahead. You should have given me a heads up if you were going to drop by.
I was nearby for something else and decided to stop by. But this poor girl doesn't need to be dealing with your attitude. You're Serafina, right? Why don't we step inside? There's too many eyes and ears around here. Let's go up to my brother's office and talk. Ryan, you better wrap things up here and meet us there. Honestly, making a girl cry. What's gotten into you?
Thank you so much, Miss Harper.
You're always on my case, Emily.
I'm not sure what happened between you and Ryan, but I hope you can forgive him. He's not a bad person. He's just a bit strict when it comes to work. I'm sure by now he's thinking about what he said and feeling bad for it.
It's okay, really. I know Mr. Harper probably thinks I've crossed some lines, and maybe I have. It's just… I don't know why I keep running into him when I'm handling other department tasks. It must look bad to him. I didn't mean for it to happen this way.
My brother likes to follow the rules to a T, that's true. It's part of the reason the company's been doing so well. But don't take it personally. He treats everyone like that when it comes to work.
I know, but it still stings. The truth is, I really admire him. I wanted to get closer to him. Maybe that's why I've been so persistent. It's just that he seems so unreachable.
Wait, you're saying you actually like my brother? Of all the people here. Why? He's so… tall and awkward. What do you see in him?
It's that intellect of his. He's so sharp, and I find that really attractive. I happened to see him once, working out in the company gym, and I was impressed by how disciplined he was, taking care of himself. Sure, he's cold toward me, but there's something about him that makes me want to get closer, even if I have to watch from a distance.
You're drawn to his mind? Well, that's something I don't hear every day. Look, I'll be honest with you. The reason Ryan doesn't date much is because of his responsibilities here. Running this company takes a lot out of him, and he's got his eye on growing the business. He had opportunities to date. Wealthy families have tried setting him up with their daughters, but he always turns them down because he hates the idea of someone using him for money.
That's not why I'm interested in him at all. He's genuinely attractive, in every way.
I'll give you this. If you really feel that strongly about him, I won't stand in your way. But just know, if Ryan says no, then I'm backing him up. You'll have to respect his decision.
I understand. Would you at least put in a good word for me with him? I know it sounds silly, but I came to this company partly because of him. I wanted to be around him, to learn from him, and maybe, just maybe, have a chance to get to know him better.
I'll mention it to him, but don't get your hopes up too high. If there's one thing my brother can't stand, it's someone who doesn't do their job properly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is she gone? You always have the best timing. I have to ask, though. After talking with her, do you think she's still Sophia? Yeah, the more I talked to her, the more I could see traces of her old face. It's subtle, but it's there. And get this. She admitted she came to work here because she's interested in you. She said she's been trying to get closer to you. You've got to be kidding me. What a joke. Does she think I'm some kind of fool like Mark was? I'm not stupid enough to fall for her act. All that talk about admiring me is just her angle. She's not here for me. She's here because she thinks I've got money. If that's what she's after, she's barking up the wrong tree. I know exactly what kind of person she is, and I'm not falling for it. Well, when people start to see things from her perspective, they start to justify their actions, no matter how low. It's all about status and survival for someone like her. Still, I did what you asked. Now that you've confirmed it's her, what's your next move? I'll play along, of course. I'll slowly act like I'm opening up to her. Let her think she's winning me over. If I show too much interest right away, it'll tip her off. This has to be subtle. Yeah, you're right. It can't look too obvious. If you start showing her any affection too soon, she'll know something's off. Exactly. She's clever, but not clever enough to see through this. I'll string her along, let her think she's getting what she wants. Then, when she least expects it, I'll pull the rug out from under her. Just be careful. This plan has to go perfectly or she might turn the tables on us. Don't worry. She'll never see it coming.
Good evening, Mr. Harper.
Serafina, we need to talk.
What's going on? Did I do something wrong again? I've been working hard, staying focused, and following every rule you laid out. I haven't left my desk unless it was for work. I swear I've been doing exactly what you told me.
This isn't about your work. It's about what you said to my sister. What exactly did you tell Emily? Because now she's got this crazy idea that I should, give you a chance? Did you put her up to that?
What? No! I didn't say anything like that. I just mentioned that I felt hurt because it seemed like you didn't like me. I swear I never asked her to talk to you on my behalf.
Do you think this is appropriate? Talking about your feelings to my sister? That's the kind of thing that makes me question you even more. You wonder why I've been so distant? This is why. You don't seem to understand boundaries. You can't just run to my sister because you think I don't like you.
I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to overstep. I didn't know what else to do.
And why do you keep hanging around? Why are you always in my space?
Because I like you. I've liked you for a long time, Mr. Harper. That's why I joined this company in the first place. I knew I wanted to be near you. I understand if you don't feel the same, but I couldn't help myself. Every time I see you, it makes me want to be closer to you.
We barely know each other. How can you say that? Is this really about me? Or is this about my position? Is this about my money?
No, it's not about your money. I admire you, your intelligence, your work ethic. I've been drawn to you ever since I first saw you at that event. You were so focused, so driven, and I found that incredibly attractive. I know I'm probably not what you want, but I'd really like a chance to show you that I care about more than just your status.
All right. I've been thinking about it. Maybe it's time I start looking for someone to settle down with. And you know what? I'll give you a chance. But let's be clear. I like people who bring something to the table. You'll have to prove you're someone I can rely on.
Wait, really? You're saying we can date? Is this really happening?
Sure. But keep in mind, if I don't feel anything, I'm walking away. I'm not going to waste my time.
That's fine. I'm just grateful for the chance. We can keep it between us for now, right? You know, until we figure things out.
Yes, let's keep it quiet. It's best we take things slow and see where it goes.
Thank you, Mr. Harper. I'll do my best.
You should head home for the night. We'll talk more tomorrow. So, how are you holding up? Everything okay? Nothing strange going on? She's playing it safe, for now. It's almost like she knows she needs to be careful. I'm just waiting for her to slip up, but so far she's been walking the line perfectly. Do we really need to wait for her to mess up? I mean, from what I hear, she's been getting good feedback at work. But if all of this is just an act, people will feel completely betrayed when the truth comes out. Instead of waiting for her to trip, why don't we start gathering proof of what she's done? It could be enough to call off the whole relationship and expose her. That could be our excuse for breaking things off publicly. That's actually a good idea. The problem is, where do I even start looking for that kind of evidence? I barely have any time to myself anymore. She's always around, and when she's not, I'm stuck in meetings or dealing with work. I can't exactly sneak around to dig up dirt. Leave that part to me. There's someone who knows her better than anyone else. Someone who's got every reason to want payback. I'm not thrilled about the idea, but if we want to take her down, it's probably the only way. Wait, are you talking about Mark? You're not seriously thinking about reaching out to him, are you? I don't like it, Emily. We can find another way. Ryan, our options are limited. Mark's the one person who knows her inside and out. And let's not forget, he's probably sitting on a treasure trove of evidence. He's already in the middle of suing her for what she did to his company, so getting him to share that information with us shouldn't be too difficult. But Emily, involving Mark in this? I really don't like where this is going. It feels like we're crossing a line here. Can't we come up with something else? Ryan, I know it's not ideal, but think about it. The only way we're going to expose Sophia is by getting solid proof of who she really is and what she's done. Mark has that proof. We're not going to get anywhere by just waiting around for her to slip up. We need something concrete, and Mark's got it. I get what you're saying, but I just don't want this blowing up in our faces. What if Mark has his own agenda? What if we end up being the ones who get burned? Trust me, I've thought about all of that. But sometimes, to take down someone like Sophia, you have to make uncomfortable choices. We'll be careful, and I'll handle Mark. You don't need to worry about that. You just focus on keeping Sophia on the hook. All right, fine. If you think this is the best way to go, I'll trust you. But just be careful with Mark. The last thing we need is him turning this whole thing into a disaster. Don't worry, I've got it covered. You won't have to deal with him at all. Let me handle this. Emily, what's this about? You don't just call me out of the blue. What do you want?
I need to ask you something. Are you still tied up in that lawsuit with Sophia?
Didn't you already ask me that? Why are you bringing this up again? What's so important that you need to keep prying into it? You've already collected a hefty alimony from me, so what more could you possibly want?
I'm willing to reduce part of the alimony if you do me a favor. I need you to send me all the conversations you've had with her. Emails, messages, everything. Just package them up and send them my way.
What? You want me to just hand over everything? I mean, I could do that, sure. But what's your game here, Emily? You know messing around with this could blow up in your face, right?
Relax, Mark. I'm not trying to mess with your lawsuit. In fact, I'll make sure it doesn't get complicated on your end. I'm thinking of knocking $20,000 off the alimony payments. But if you don't need the money, then feel free to decline.
Wait, $20,000? Well, I can't exactly say no to that. Fine, but you better stick to your word. If anything goes wrong with my case because of this, you'll be the one paying for it.
You have my word. But don't start blaming me if your own evidence isn't airtight. You know how it is. If you start pointing fingers at me, this could turn into a battle you don't want to fight. Just send me the files, Mark.
Fine. I'll get everything together and send it to your email. $20,000 off the alimony, right? I'll hold you to that. But seriously, Emily, why are you so hung up on this? We've been divorced for how long now? And yet here you are, still digging into my life.
That's none of your concern, Mark.
Come on, Emily. Even if we split up because I cheated, we were still married once. Can't you treat me with a little more decency?
Don't pretend you deserve any sympathy. You were the one running around with another woman while draining your company dry. You should be thankful I'm still talking to you at all. Just send me the files. I've been thinking, Ryan. Instead of waiting for her to mess up, why don't we push things along a little? What if we start planning the wedding, get her all involved, and then pull the plug at just the right moment? She's already stretched thin dealing with Mark's lawsuit and preparing to pay the settlement. Once we get her wrapped up in the wedding, she'll probably start asking for money or making demands. That's when we strike.
Now that you mention it, she hasn't asked for anything from me yet, which is odd. But if we go through with wedding preparations, that might change. She'll be forced to show her true colors at some point.
Exactly. And here's the thing. She's already behind on the payments she owes me. I did some digging, and she's way overdue. All I need to do is contact her about that, and it's going to make her panic. When that happens, she'll probably start turning to you for help, trying to get you to cover for her. That's when you play along. Act like you're willing to help her out, but then pull back at the last second. Once she starts to crumble, she won't be able to keep up her act anymore.
You're right. If she's already under financial pressure, she'll start looking for ways out. But are you sure about how to push her over the edge?
Absolutely. I'll reach out to her myself and suggest we go shopping at a high-end store. Maybe one of those luxury department stores. I'll flaunt a little, show her what I've got. Let her see the kind of life she thinks she can have. That'll definitely get her greed going. Once she sees what she's missing, she'll be even more desperate to latch onto you. She won't be able to resist.
I've got to say, Emily, you seem to enjoy plotting against people a little too much. Not that I'm complaining. If it means we can get rid of her for good, I'm all for it. But are you sure you're okay? This is a lot to take on, and I don't want you getting caught up in revenge to the point that it consumes you.
Ryan, I've been through enough. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for us. She already destroyed one part of my life, and I'll be damned if I let her get anywhere near you. This is about making sure she never crosses our path again. Once this is over, she'll never be able to show her face in our circle again.
Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, I can't stand seeing you get upset every time she's around or whenever we talk about her. It's wearing you down, and I don't want to see that anymore.
We're almost there. Just a little more, and this will all be behind us. Let's stay focused and finish this together. Serafina!
Oh, Miss Harper! Hello! I wasn't expecting to see you today. How are you?
Oh, you don't need to be so formal with me. Just call me Emily, all right? Especially since we're going to be family soon. It's only going to get awkward if you keep calling me something so formal. Trust me, just call me by my name. Because that's what I'll be before long.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Okay, Emily it is. But were you here to see Ryan? He did mention that today was packed with meetings and he wouldn't have time to meet anyone. I wasn't sure if you had an appointment.
Oh, is that right? You must really be getting close if he's sharing his schedule with you like that. He's usually so private about those kinds of things. I guess that's a good sign, huh? I have to admit, it makes me feel pretty excited. I've always hoped Ryan would end up with someone like you, Serafina. Someone driven, smart, and who clearly has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be thrilled to welcome you into our family.
Thank you, but I think it's still too early to say. Whether things move forward or not, it's really up to Ryan. He's hard to read sometimes, you know? I can only do so much. If he doesn't feel the same, there's not much I can do to change that.
Nonsense! You're doing great! If Ryan's been opening up to you, even a little, it means he's seriously considering you. Trust me, I know my brother. He's not the type to string someone along without a reason. You're making an impression. And speaking of which, since you're not busy right now, how about we spend some time together? I was thinking of doing a little shopping and thought maybe you could join me.
Oh, that sounds fun. But are you sure? I'm not exactly a pro when it comes to shopping. I don't want to slow you down or frustrate you if I don't know what I'm doing. Are you sure you're up for spending the afternoon with me?
Don't be ridiculous. Nobody's a perfect shopper right out of the gate. Besides, if you're going to be part of this family, we'll have plenty of chances to do things like this. Consider it a little practice run for when we go on our family trips or do holiday shopping. Plus, if you and Ryan do end up tying the knot, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me anyway. So we might as well get comfortable with each other now.
Well, getting married. That's still a long way off, but I can't lie. I'd love for it to happen. It just feels like a dream right now. I can't believe we're getting all this. Emily, are you sure it's okay to buy so much? I mean, isn't Ryan going to be a little upset when he finds out how much we spend? He's always seemed so careful with money.
Oh, Serafina, you really don't have to worry about that. This isn't Ryan's money we're spending. It's mine. I ran my own business for years before stepping back due to some health issues. Everything's going well without me now, and I've made sure my finances are stable. Trust me, I can more than afford to splurge every now and then. Shopping like this is nothing to me.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so accomplished. You're amazing, Emily. I don't think I'll ever be that capable. If I do end up with Ryan, I'm afraid I won't be able to match up to what you've done. Honestly, I don't even know if Ryan likes me that way yet. I'm still figuring it all out.
Don't sell yourself short. Ryan wouldn't still be seeing you if he didn't see something special in you. He's the type to make quick decisions when it comes to people he doesn't think are worth his time. The fact that you're still in the picture says a lot. As for feeling like you don't measure up, stop worrying about that. You and Ryan will figure things out as you go. Nobody's perfect at this stuff from the start, and marriage is something you both learn together.
You're probably right. It's just hard not to feel insecure sometimes. My family's been struggling financially for a while now, and I've been the one keeping everything afloat. Ryan's so successful and well off that it's intimidating. And now, with my mom needing surgery, the medical bills are piling up. I know I need to tell Ryan about all of this, but I'm scared of how he'll react. What if he thinks I'm just another burden?
Oh, Serafina, I can understand why you'd feel that way. But trust me, if you and Ryan are going to build a life together, it's important to be honest with him from the start. Keeping something like this a secret could hurt you both in the long run. If you're upfront about your situation, I think Ryan will appreciate your honesty. He's not the kind of guy who would just walk away from someone he cares about over something like that.
Thanks, Emily. It helps hearing that from you. I'll take some time to think it over and figure out how to approach the conversation. It's just hard when so much is at stake, you know?
I get it, and I know it's tough. But trust me, you're doing the right thing by being honest. Relationships are built on trust, and if you tell him what's going on, I'm sure he'll understand. Ryan's tough, but he's fair. You're stronger than you think, Serafina. You've got this.
I hope you're right. I'll take your advice and try to be open with him. Thank you, Emily. It means a lot coming from you.
You're welcome. I've got your back. Just keep being yourself and everything will fall into place. Hey, Emily. I've got to tell you something weird. So, Sophia, or Serafina, whatever, she dropped this bomb on me today. Out of nowhere, she starts talking about how she's drowning in debt, like she's not good enough for me because of it. Can you believe that? I mean, she's never mentioned anything like this before. I didn't know what to say. Really? She just brought that up? Well, I did tell her it might be a good idea to come clean about things like that. You know, better to be upfront before you find out later and feel blindsided. I didn't expect her to spill it so soon, though. How did you handle it? I told her it wasn't a big deal, acted like I didn't care. You know, to keep her comfortable so she doesn't start suspecting anything. But man, she laid it on thick about how her family's struggling. Her mom's sick and the medical bills are piling up. Of course, that's her way of hinting she wants you to help. It's the classic, if you love me, you'll help me move. She's not going to come right out and ask. But you know what she's implying, right? So, did you give her anything? Yeah, I threw her a bone. I figured it was all part of the game. But now I'm starting to think it's time to wrap this up. What do you think? Should I keep playing along or is it time to pull the plug? We're getting close to the endgame, so I say it's time to start wrapping things up. But before you make any moves, make sure what she told you about her family and the debt is true. If she's lying, we've got more leverage. And if not, well, we can still use it against her when the time comes. I'm looking forward to getting this over with. It's exhausting keeping this up. Hang in there, Ryan. We're almost there. Just a little longer and this will all be behind us.
I can't believe how excited I am, Emily. Just thinking about the wedding gives me butterflies. And with your help, everything's been falling into place. Plus, Ryan's been so supportive with my mom's recovery. He's really been a lifesaver. I honestly don't know how to thank you enough for all you've done.
Well, in just 4 months, we'll officially be family. It's all coming together, isn't it? How's everything going on your end with the wedding planning?
I've been focusing on the rings. I didn't realize how hard it'd be to find the perfect ones. I'm even considering having them custom made. As for the venue, dresses, and everything else, we're planning to book everything next month. Oh, and we've already sent out the invitations. It's turning into a much bigger event than I expected. I don't have many people on my side, but Ryan has so many business contacts, CEOs, and executives. It's a bit overwhelming.
Sounds like you've got it all under control. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful day. But Serafina, what if I told you I'm having second thoughts about all of this?
What? Second thoughts? What do you mean, Emily? I thought you were on board with everything.
Well, I've recently uncovered something about you. I know who you really are. You're not Serafina. You're Sophia. You had an affair with my ex-husband, Mark. And now you think you can walk into my brother's life and marry him? Did you really think I wouldn't find out?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I I don't know anything about your ex-husband. And my name isn't Sophia. I think you're confused.
Oh, don't bother pretending, Sophia. Did you really think I wouldn't figure it out? I know exactly who you are. You're the same woman who wrecked my marriage. You thought you could hide behind a new name and a new face, but you didn't fool me. Remember, Mark? You might have changed everything about yourself, but the truth always comes out. We didn't recognize each other at first because we never actually met face to face. The whole thing was handled through the court, but now I know who you really are.
So what? You think you can stop me? You really think you can break me and Ryan apart just by telling him some story from the past? You've got nothing on me.
Stop being so dramatic. It's not about just telling Ryan. This is about protecting my family. You already ruined my marriage, and there's no way I'm letting you near my brother. I'm not just meddling. I'm making sure you never get the chance to destroy another life in this family.
You're delusional. Do you know how much Ryan loves me? You'd really risk losing him over this? I could make him turn his back on you.
Oh, please. You're nothing special. Ryan won't pick you over his own family. If you're so sure, though, why don't we see who he sides with? You or me?
What are you going to do? If this engagement falls apart, Ryan's reputation will be ruined too. You won't just take me down. You'll destroy him too.
Don't worry about Ryan. I've already got everything in place. You, on the other hand, should start worrying about what's going to happen to you.
Ryan, can we talk? I need to speak with you.
What is it? You sound like you've got something important to say.
I don't know how else to say this, but your sister, Emily, she's lying. She's telling you things about me that aren't true. She's accusing me of breaking up someone's family, and it's just not true. She's saying all this because she doesn't like me and she's trying to make me look bad. Ryan, you know me. I've spent my entire life supporting my family. I would never do something like that. Please, can't you stop her? When she said those things to me, it felt like my heart was shattering. I can't handle it.
Oh, so it's about family support? Interesting, considering you've also taken $50,000 from me, supposedly for your family, right? Well, I was actually going to talk to you about that, and this is the perfect time. Here's something you'll want to look at. This is a lawsuit. I found it suspicious, so I looked into it. And guess what? The hospital has no record of anyone by your mother's name being treated there.
What? Are you saying you did a background check on me? I thought we were getting married. How could you not trust me like this? Isn't trust the most important thing between people who are planning to spend their lives together? How does it make sense that you'd spy on me like this?
It makes sense because you've been acting suspicious. I believe in trust, but you've been giving me reasons to question that trust. I didn't have anything to go on besides the hospital story, but it looks like my sister's accusations really got to you, didn't they? I never thought you'd come to me first and confess like this.
So, what now? Are you going to break off our engagement? Invitations have already been sent, and the company has published announcements. Are you okay with ruining your own reputation over this? And just so you know, I'll be suing you for defamation, so be prepared for that.
You're welcome to try if you think you can counter the evidence. But Sophia, I'd advise you to start living your life the right way. You've got multiple lawsuits against you already, don't you? Guess it's time to change your name and face again. This time I'm going to make sure the reason for our breakup is made very clear in court.
So, you're really going to destroy my life like this? What am I supposed to do now? How do you expect me to live after this?
Why should I care? Did you think about my sister's feelings when you got involved with Mark? Everyone has to handle their own problems. Figure it out for yourself.
So, I am the only one at fault here? What about Mark? He chased after me and you're acting like he's innocent. Why am I the one being treated like a criminal while he gets off easy?
He's paying for his mistakes in his own way. But you didn't even fulfill your legal obligations. You haven't even paid the alimony you owe. Instead, you've been hiding behind a new identity, trying to scam more people.
Well, I guess it's because I'm attractive, right? Isn't that why you were considering marrying me in the first place? You were probably mesmerized by my looks. It would have been better if you found out after we signed the papers.
Funny you should mention that. You know, I was the one who told my sister you were Sophia. You might have changed your face, but your actions were exactly the same. I knew who you were from the moment we met. I kept quiet so I could make sure that once we broke up, you'd never have another chance to pull something like this again. I wanted you out of our lives for good.
What? You knew all along? You're telling me you were just playing me this whole time?
Oh, it's not so hard to believe, is it? What Ryan's doing now is just giving you a taste of your own medicine. You've always been after money and status, haven't you? People don't change, do they, Sophia? You see, what you did to me is already legally settled, so there's nothing more I can do to you for that. But as for what you did to my brother, well, I can't wait to see how you plan to defend yourself in this new lawsuit.
Please, I'm begging you. Give me one more chance. I only did all of this because I was desperate. I needed money to deal with the lawsuits Mark dragged me into. If you had just kept a better watch over your husband, none of this would have happened.
You're really trying to blame me for this. How is this my fault? You and Mark were both out of control. And instead of learning your lesson, you went right back to trying to scam other people.
Here's the lawsuit for the $50,000 you took from me. And this one's for marriage fraud. I'm going through all the legal channels, and you'll be held accountable for everything. You lied about your identity, about your past, and now you're going to pay the price.
If I'd known who you were, I never would have gotten involved with you. You tricked me just as much as I tricked you. None of you are innocent in this.
If you think we played you, go ahead and bring your evidence to court. The fact is, we've got proof of what your intentions were from the start. So tell me, who do you think the law's going to side with? I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
Oh, and by the way, you're fired. As of this moment, you're no longer employed by my company. Don't bother coming in tomorrow. Your personal assets will be sent to your address. We're done here.
You really think I'm just going to walk away from this? Do you think I'm going to let you ruin everything? I'm not going down without a fight. I'll make sure you regret this.
Oh, please. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with. But let's be honest, people like you are all talk, and we've already got everything we need to win. So go ahead. Show us what you've got. Hello? Who's calling? Are you just going to stay silent, or do you plan to actually say something?
It's me, Sophia.
Well, Sophia. What a surprise. I didn't expect to be hearing from you. Weren't you the one who said you'd never stay quiet about all this? So what brings you to call me now?
Please, Emily, I'm begging you. You have to drop the lawsuit. I've lost my job. I'm drowning in debt, and I don't know how much more of this I can take. The bills are piling up, and I have no way of paying them. I'm desperate.
You think this is unfair? This is the price for your actions, Sophia. Did you honestly think you could just walk away from everything you've done without consequences?
Are you really going to take it this far? You've ruined my career. No one will hire me anymore because of what happened. Do you realize how much power you're abusing here? You can't just block every path I have to earn a living.
Power abuse? Oh, Sophia, you're giving me far too much credit. Let's clear something up. I never told anyone not to hire you. All I did was let people know about the broken engagement. You remember those wedding invitations you sent out, don't you? A lot of influential people in our industry were on your guest list, after all.
Wait, you didn't tell anyone about why we called off the wedding, did you? You didn't tell them the real reason, right?
Why would I need to? I don't need a defamation lawsuit on my hands. But the business world is small, and people talk. All I did was let the facts speak for themselves. You were the ones bragging to everyone, flashing your name on those invitations, making sure they all knew how connected you were. The situation is entirely of your own making. I just gave it a little water and fertilizer. Now tell me, are you finally ready to take responsibility for your actions?
Please, I'll stay out of your life for good. Just drop the lawsuit and I'll disappear. I won't cause any more trouble. Just give me this one chance. I'm begging you.
That's your version of an apology? You really don't get it, do you? You still think you're the victim here. Sorry, Sophia, but you're going to have to face the consequences. I hope you're ready to accept the punishment you deserve. So, how did it all go? Did everything get resolved?
Yeah, of course. We won. It was a clear-cut case. Our evidence was solid, and all she had were baseless claims. And honestly, her own arguments were a mess. She kept contradicting herself in court. I bet even her lawyer was embarrassed by the end. Losing this case probably won't look good on his record.
Poor guy, getting stuck with a client like that. No wonder things have been quiet lately. She called me last month, practically screaming about how she couldn't find a job because of the rumors. Accused me of spreading gossip around.
There was no need to spread anything. Our industry is a tight-knit community, and you know how word gets around. Plenty of people from the same field live in my area. Even some of our own employees probably heard the commotion. So when she started throwing a fit, it's no surprise that people found out. She did it to herself.
But what about you? I've heard people are saying you've got poor judgment, letting someone like her get so close. Some folks have even been trying to take advantage of that, offering deals like they think you're an easy mark.
Let them talk. I feel lighter now that I've gotten rid of her. Honestly, I'm relieved. And as for my judgment, as long as you know the truth, I don't care what others say. They can think whatever they want.
Honestly, I couldn't recognize her at first. With the plastic surgery and the name change, she slipped right under my radar. But you, how did you figure it out so quickly? Thanks to you, we managed to give her a taste of her own medicine. I don't think we'll be seeing her again. At least not anytime soon.
That's a relief. It took some time, but as long as you're feeling better, that's all that matters. We've gotten rid of both of them, and now we can finally focus on our lives, without any of that drama hanging over us.
Exactly. I've been thinking about what's next for me, how to make the most of this fresh start. I want to spend more time with you and Ashton, just enjoying life together. From now on, Mark and Sophia are completely erased from my life.
Whatever you decide, I'll support you. We've come a long way, and now it's time to focus on our happiness.
Thanks to Ryan's help, I was finally able to deliver a satisfying blow to the one who wronged me. I hadn't shared the full story, just in case it might cause problems down the road. But as Ryan predicted, it caused quite a stir. The rumors spread like wildfire. From what I've heard, Sophia's working endlessly now, trying to make ends meet. And of course, she still owes Ryan a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if she spends the next several years working herself to the bone. When I went through my divorce, I thought that chapter of my life had closed. I believed I'd cut ties with both Mark and her forever. But as fate would have it, that wasn't the end. I never imagined our paths would cross again in such a way. Still, I'm grateful for the chance to finally put everything to rest. With things neatly resolved now, I don't expect I'll run into her again. Not even by accident. You know, it took a long time after my divorce to finally give her what she deserved. It's almost like justice delayed but not denied. If I hadn't been able to strike back, I would have carried the weight of that injustice for the rest of my life. So, to anyone watching who has gone through a divorce because of infidelity, I highly recommend standing up for yourself like I did. Sometimes that one last hit is all it takes to truly move on. Thank you for listening to my long story. I hope you all have a wonderful day.